Hello, this is 6 Minutes English from BBC Learning English. I am Nate.
And I am Sam. In this program, we'll be hearing a news story like to the nature versus nature divide, not concerning a human but a rhinoceros.
The extremely great northern white rhino of East Africa was on the brink of extinction when the second to last living male, Sonny, died in 2014 and leaving behind two families, Najin and Fatu, and the last living creatures on their species.
Conversation start an artificial breeding program using eggs from the females and sperm from Sunny to produce an embryo and unborn animal in the very early stages of development.
Recently, there's been another family in the story, but before we hear more, it's time for my quiz question. The name rhinoceros comes from the ancient Greek, but what exactly does this mean? Is it A, thin skin, B, horned nose, or C, a small eye?
That's a tricky one because rhinos have all three. Okay, I'll go thick skin.
Okay, Sam, we'll final later. Now, let's get back to the story of those precious northern rhino embryos.
Well, the good news is that so far 5 embryos have been produced, they're being frozen until they can be implemented in southern rhinos, the rather space more common cousin.
Conservationist Thomas Hildebrand runs the rhino breeding program. He spoke to BBC World Cyrus Science Nation, who asked him whether the embryos were genital from the northern species.
Absolutely right. They're not hybrids, they pure northern white rhino embryos, which were generated with the desired breeding partner, Sunni, who died in 2014. So we have embryos which have a very high quality. There's not inbreeding effect on the embryos, and it's so important to make the next step to transfer these embryos because we can preserve life, biological material, and liquid nitrogen. But what we can't do, we can't preserve social knowledge, and therefore we need desperately call on the group so that these two existing northern white rhinos can teach the new calf how they behave as a northern white rhino.
Having generically pure embryos prevent the birth of hybrids, animals that have been bred from too close.
It's also important the embryos not have breeding a young animal from too closely related parents because disease can cause disease.
Fortunately, Thomas and his team have preserved 5 healthy and genetically pure northern rhino embryos in liquid nitrogen.
But while they can preserve nature, what some think can provide is nurture a social knowledge that a young northern rhino or calf can only learn from other northern rhinos.
Cis Najin and Fatu, the last remaining northern rhinos on Earth, are getting old. The race is on to breed a young rhino calf before they die.
The good news for the survival of the northern white rhino is that experiments to implant the delicate embryo in southern rhinos have been successful.
Here's Thomas Hildebrand again talking about his recent experiments with BBC World Service Program Science in Action.
We will for sure. No wait until this pregnancy is complete because it takes 16 months for a full pregnancy in a rhinoceros. So is this embryo implants, and we can see that on ultrasound and for a nice placenta. That is the goal for us, the process with the next step on the northern white rhino's embryos.
Normally, it takes 16 months for a female rhino to complete her pregnancy, the state in which a woman or a female animal has a baby, the female inside her.
But in the case the northern rhino, the race is on to bear calves to can learn the rhino rules of social behavior from ancient Nanji and Granny Fatu, with they still alive.
Why conservationists are measuring the pregnancy using ultrasound, a procedure used to recognize the images of internal body parts, or in this case, wrong pregnancy.
It is an unusual episode in the ongoing nature versus nature debate. And small eyes, Neil? So what the answer to your quiz question? I guessed it was a thick skin. Was I right?
Thick skin, a good term actually comes from the Greek meaning burning nose.
Well, luckily I go a thick skin too, so won't have take in personally. Let's have another look at the vocabulary word learner. Starting with embryo, any brown animal or human still inside its mother worm. Inbreeding is when a young animal is born from close related parents. Pregnant means being pregnant or growing a baby inside you. That's all from this special saving edition 6-minute English.
Bye.
Bye bye.